Hello everyone, this is Wandering Tati. This time I will take you with me to go around Barcelona for about a week, and I will share with you my tips to make the most out of your visit. The topic for this video unfortunately came about due to a really bad episode I had right at my arrival to the city. The topic would be how to see the good when everything seems bad. So, long story short, my luggage was robbed as I arrived to Barcelona North Station. I traveled with the bus company Alsa, which I would recommend you avoid like the plague. Not only for being absolutely negligent when taking care of people's things, but mostly because of the lack of empathy and respect that their employees had with me. So what happened is I lost all my things when I was arriving to Barcelona on the evening of Christmas Eve. And listen, I understand these are just things, but some of them had some sentimental value to me, and well, all of them have monetary value, which I don't have any to spare. Besides, between the thief and the attitude I got from people from Alsa, I kind of lost faith in humanity a bit. And this was all right before Christmas, which is a holiday I really like. And I had been experiencing some difficult times prior to this, so this only just added up to that. But what I really wanted to talk about is that although it's not easy, and I had a couple of crises of anger and sadness, which is something that I think we should all allow ourselves to feel, somehow I managed to, for moments at least, forget about all the bad that happened and actually enjoy the trip. It is a difficult thing to do, I'm not saying it isn't, but these are moments that I was spending with family who came to visit us, and we were in a really cool city. So this actually got me thinking that it is usually the case that things in life are not exactly as you expect. There is always going to be something bad in the mix, unfortunately. But making the most out of life seems to be about finding in yourself the will to forget the bad for a moment and focus your attention on the good that's in front of you at the time. Anyway, let's go see Barcelona now. The day of Christmas, I visited the famous La Barceloneta beach. It was a lovely sunny day, even though it was December. I highly recommend you to walk around for a while and then stop to have a coffee while looking at the sea. Afterwards, you could wander around the neighborhood known as Born, where you will find the Museum Street, and in there, one of my favorites, the Moco Museum. Tickets are €14.50 if you buy them from their website in advance. You will need to select a day and a time slot for the start of your visit. There, I could enjoy the work from Banksy and from an artist I didn't know before but I found wonderful, Guillermo Lorca. You could also participate in an artwork as you enter the crystal room. I swear it was hypnotizing. I could have just spent hours inside. It was actually hard for me to leave. And to conclude the day, you could walk around the lovely Parque de la Ciudadela. Otaku tip time! There is a store called Norma Comics that has nothing to envy from stores in Akihabara. You will find, for instance, this gigantic Iron Man statue that you could spend all your yearly salary on. Or some other more reasonably priced figures, as well as manga, comics, books, and plenty of other merchandising. On a different day, you could go to Montjuic. My recommendation is to wear comfortable shoes, as you will do some hiking to the top of the mount. It is actually pretty moderate though. Oh, and in case you get a bit tired from the hike, you can actually find some mechanical stairs occasionally. If you would like to visit the inside of the building of Montjuic Palace, but you don't care so much about the museum itself, you could get the basic entrance for only €2. That includes a self-guided tour through the palace, plus access to the terrace, where you'll enjoy a lovely view. In case you are interested in seeing all the exhibits, the general entrance is €12 per person. As you leave Montjuïc, you can walk by Joan Miró Park. You know, if you are interested in seeing the work from Gaudí, but you don't feel like selling your one good kidney in order to do so, then you can pay a visit to Parc Güell for 10 euros. The park was built between 1900 and 1914 and is known for its colorful mosaics, unusual sculptures, walking paths, gardens, terraces, and stunning views of the city. It was opened to the public in 1926. It is named after Eusebi Güell, a wealthy businessman who had a great passion for Gaudí's work, and commissioned him to design the park, which was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1984. Inside, you will also find the museum Casa Gaudí, which is not included in the entrance ticket to the park. You will have to pay an extra €5.50 in order to visit. I should warn you that the place is kind of a maze, and the signs and map that they give you are not really very helpful. So it might take you some time to get to visit each part. Oh, and if afterwards you feel like visiting an actual maze, then you can go to Laberinto de Horta. It has free entrance on Wednesdays, and it's a really fun activity. Of course, you should go visit, from the outside at least, La Sagrada Familia. The incomplete and seemingly forever in construction basilica started being built in 1882. The mastermind behind its design was no other than the Catalan architect Antoni Gaudí, who devoted much of his life to the project until his death in 1926. Tickets are pricey. It's €26 per person for an individual ticket, and €30 with a guided tour. And this doesn't include the towers. You can access one of them with an individual ticket and you'll pay in total €36. And if you want to enter a tower on top of your guided tour, you'll pay €40. You can also have a look at some other interesting architectural designs by Gaudí in La Pedrera Casa Mila, Casa Batlló, Palau Güell, or Casa Vicens Gaudí. You should definitely wander around the Gothic Quarter, where, among other interesting things, you'll find its imposing Cathedral of Santa Eulalia, which was constructed over several centuries, and the more than 2,000-year-old columns from the Temple of Augustus. The quarter dates back to the Roman era, when the neighborhood was surrounded by walls. Some of the wall's remnants can still be seen today.
So, as a final thought,
I guess sometimes in life you have to accept the bad thing that's happened to you and is out of your control.
get angry or sad or whatever you may need in order to process it, and then keep moving forward, so as not to miss the good things that you might encounter for being focused only on that bad thing that you can't really change. I really hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button to let me know. And please let me know about you in the comments. Did you experience something bad lately that might have ruined an otherwise good moment? Could you overcome it? How did you do it?
Do you think that crime might be a result of people's upbringing and life circumstances? Or is there some genetic factor that's hard to override?
And on a lighter note, what did you think of Barcelona? Would you like to visit any of the places I showed you? Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon if you would like to be notified whenever I upload a new video. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Until next time!